Hello everyone. We're just getting all connected here. Make sure you say hello so we can know that everybody's watching here. Ooh, we see Facebook's in and YouTube's in. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Yay. So let's get our captions happening here. All right, so just going to get up one or two more little pages on our site so that I can make sure that we have it. And whew, this is exciting. Super exciting. All right. So it's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hi, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I'm so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. Tonight is Thursday, July 31st, 2025. And I'm so excited. I want to introduce you to our new production assistant that we have. So Eva, say hello.
Hello.
So she is with me tonight, and we are going to be putting on a fabulous show for you. So, yeah, we have lots of fabric and stuff. And so thanks for joining us, Eva. And we will be seeing you later in the show for being able to help us. And who knows, we might even be able to, in future episodes, hook Eva up with a microphone, and who knows what she's all going to do. So, but I'm super excited to have her here tonight. So let us know what questions and things that you have. Oh my goodness. So I am watching the comments here, and I see that Cynthia is, oh my goodness, what are you doing? She is drinking hot chocolate because it is so cool outside. How fabulous is that? It's been so hot that we're going to have a little bit of hot chocolate. So really, really fun. Okay. Oh, and before we get started, we have a question saying, are we still collecting book bags? And yes, we are. I have not been doing all the plugs for the different things, and so thank you for bringing this up. So I will be posting in our Facebook group the pattern again, because we are collecting book bags and it's getting to be school season. So even though we collect them year round, having the book bag drive close to the beginning of the school year is always a good thing. And we are also going to be doing another big pillowcase drive in September. September is the official Ryan's Case for Smiles big campaign month. And so it is the goal of each chapter to collect a mile of smiles. And a mile of smiles is something like 2,200 pillowcases. So Joanne stopped in today and she told me I wasn't allowed to have you guys collect 2,200 just from our store ourselves. But, you know, wouldn't it be kind of fun to just like blow her mind and collect 2,200 pillowcases here? So, but we are going to be starting to collect those. So you'll want to stop by and drop them off if you need help making anything or any instruction. We'd be more than happy to do that. And Kathy today is even making more 2.5-inch strips so that we have more of the little strips in little baggies ready to go for your perfect flanges if you include the flange. No requirement to include the flange, but she's having a lot of fun prepping those for you. Okay. So, and thank you to everyone who's sharing and liking. Always appreciate that. And hello to all of you. Okay. Oh, and Barb wants to know my new sidekick's name. My new sidekick's name is Eva. So, all right. So, and who knows, any guest stars that might be appearing from time to time. You just don't know. We try to include as many people. Maybe one of these days we'll have a crew as big as the Quilted Cow and what they have in their episodes. Don't they have like 10 people in their shows? So who knows? We'll see how many people we can get in our shows. All right. So let us get started on some fabric. How does that sound? I included in our beginning, I dropped in the comments early on our page. Remember, we're doing a page per show. I'm dropping that link in the comments right now. We have some great things to show you and collections. I want to have or talk about for a minute the quilt that I have behind me. So the quilt that I have behind me is one of the Tim Holtz quilts. So this is the Fleur kit, and we had the opportunity to kit up one more of these gorgeous kits. And so I wanted to hang it behind me as my backdrop because I know all of you love, love, love it, and maybe you didn't get to have it the first go round. So I have one kit remaining, and it is $199.99. If you are a Tim Holtz Club member, of course, you do get your club discount on that, but it is open and available for all of you to be able to check out. That is appearing in our miscellaneous items on the bottom of the page for our show tonight. All right, and this is also exciting because where did the little okay, these little charm packs. We have something fun tonight. So I had a visit from my Andover rep today, and I wasn't able to meet with her, but she dropped off some fun goodies that we are going to include as a fun giveaway. So we're going to have 3 fun giveaways tonight. How does that sound? All right, so one of the fun giveaways, and we're going to draw this in the morning, one of the fun giveaways is going to be for the Tradition Charm Pack, okay? And this is going to be pulled from the people who comment or like or share or comment on YouTube, okay? So make sure you just chime in and have some action, and one of you is going to win this amazing Tradition fabric charm pack. This also reminds me that tonight is the last night that we are doing our 20% off of patriotic fabrics. So we'll be getting you a link for that later in the show, but we have 20% off of patriotic items. So that is my reminder that I wanted to tell you about that. Then we have 2 different charm packs, and these are going to be awarded randomly to anyone who places an order before midnight tonight. So lots of winning, and we'll even be talking about some fun new Andover that's in the shop. So without further ado, let's get started, and we are going to talk about our bundle of the week. All right, bundle of the week, we have one today, and this has some Andover fabric in it. So we have, let's look at our bundle of the week here. So with our bundle of the week, and Eva, do you want to fan them out for me? Okay, so Eva's going to help fan them out for me. So you can look at this to make sure that it's all on screen here. So we have all sorts of really pretty fabrics on here. Ooh, and look at Eva's pretty nails. Love it. She has much better hands than I have today. So this is a fun collection that we curated together, and it is, we called it Pastel Low Volumes. So we have some blush pink and some creams and some buttery yellows, and look at that spring green, and you can just kind of stack up on top of that row then in the center so that you kind of, yeah. So then we have some stripes and some checks. So there's some fun blue in there, and I want to show you the fabric inspiration that kind of ties this together. So if you were having it be a little bit more springy or baby-y, there is this piece from Welcome Spring by Andover that has these fun little directional bunnies in there. But alone, it is great low volume, or, you know, a fun baby quilt or starter, on trend for, we actually had, this was on the floor today, and I had 2 people come in and grab bits and pieces of this for on-trend palettes. Super fun. So as a reminder, our bundle of the week is a curated collection of 12 fabrics that would be regularly $39, but we have a limited edition of them available for $24.99. So those are available, and if you wanted to scoop these up, that would be great. So that is super fun. While she is grabbing that, we're just gonna grab that patriotic link for you. Maybe. I'll grab it a little bit. Oh, here we go, red, white, and blue. So with the collection with the red, white, and blue, I did want to mention that the discount will only appear in your cart. So sometimes you see the discount appear right away, but for that collection, it will appear as you add the items to the cart. Okay? All right. So next up, we are going to talk about a yummy, yummy flannel collection. So we have a super yummy flannel collection, and it is called Hugs and Kisses. It's from Northcott and is really, really great. And while I show this overhead, I didn't pull, by the flannel, there's some really cute dinosaur flannel. Okay, so I'm gonna go overhead, and can you grab a couple of those dinosaur bolts? And from this way, that are from the Northcott, so you can push that out of the way. Okay, we are trapped in a little fort here for our little studio. So I'm gonna show you how they work really, really well. But this is the Hugs and Kisses flannel. And we have, it's a rainbow palette that is super, super pretty. As we were opening up the boxes, Heidi was just, oh, she was so excited about this collection. She's like, oh, she's like just thinking of all the different quilts she's going to be making with these. Look at this, isn't this great? And so you can do a spectrum like this, or you can pick out your favorite colors. Yes, she found them. I think they're Northcott. Maybe they're not. No, they're Dear Stella, but I think they're really cute. So do you want to put them over these guys? So this is the Hugs and Kisses collection. We put together some fat quarter bundles of it, and I think even some half yard bundles. They are 16 fabrics in the collection, and it is $60 for the fat quarter bundle. And can you place a dinosaur on top? Look at how that goes. So we're going to just bring it back for a second just so you can see how those colors go. Oh, so super, super fun. And then what else do we have that could go with this? Oh, those are super cute too. Look at that. Love, love, love it. Yes, so many warm blankets can come out of this collection. Absolutely. And then we have one more that we want to show you that is super cute. Excuse me. Super fun. So thank you so much for including those. I'm going to take a sip of water here. Actually, yes, take a sip of water. Remember, if you just tuned in, you are going to want to make sure you comment, like, or share this episode because we have a charm pack giveaway that we are going to be doing. So this tradition charm pack we are going to be posting tomorrow morning for some lucky viewer to be able to get that charm pack, and courtesy of our friends at Andover. So thank you, Daryl and Kim, for stopping by today. All right. Next up, we are going to show another one. Oh, and there are too many temptations this week. Yes, too many temptations. I'm super excited about this one. So this is the new Starry colors. So how many of you like Ruby Star? Me. And how many of you love Starry? Me. Okay. Well, we have an assortment of 20 new colors, and we have the pre-cuts that go along with that. So we have the mini charms, the charm packs, and the jelly roll. Ooh, we often don't get jelly rolls of this, and there's only 2 of them left. So you're going to want to, if you want a jelly roll, you're going to want to make sure you scoop onto that. So let's take a peek overhead. I'm going to have Eva fan these out again for us. So let's take a peek. And there we go. Look at that multicolor. It's that mini starry, and then we also have the big starry. That's a kind of a black on black. And then there is that one. Okay, and 2 scales of the cream. We have a pink. Ooh, look at those pinks. Oh, and this one, that one's called Witchy. So the one here that has that one, that is Witchy. And so Alexia Marcella Begg, she is the designer for Ruby Star that has done this collection. Oh, and this one, doesn't this remind you of like Wicked? Isn't that fun? So, super fun. So we have these available in fat quarter, half yard, as well as yard goods. Our fat quarters that we did here are not the manufacturer stacks. They are the ones that we put together. So I know a lot of you prefer our stacks because we have ample fat quarters that are included in our stacks. So just wanted full disclosure for that, as are the half yard towers. So those are all online and available for you, as well as available in store. Let's hop over and see anything. Oh, super excited. Yes. Oh, and we have someone here watching from Missoula, Montana. Hi, Beth. Good to see you today. We're excited for everybody viewing. All right, now let's take a peek. And so for that starry inspiration, we had talked last week about the starry quilt that was also available in this collection. So this is one of Alexia's quilt patterns, and it is pre-cut friendly with scrappy options. We also love being able to kit up things for you. So if there's a pattern that you see that either I'm showing you or one that you have that you know we have the fabric for, just send us over the fabric requirements. We would love to kit it up for you and have it ready for when you walk in the store, or we can ship it out as well. Something I just wanted to touch on as we're talking about a quilt, this came up actually a couple times this week, was that if you wanted to make a throw size quilt and you wanted to start with a charm pack, how much extra fabric do you need to add to this? I just want to remind you that a jelly roll or layer cake is about 3 yards, which is the same amount as one of these packs of 12 fat quarters. 3 yards-ish makes a really nice lap quilt, okay? A lap quilt being about 45 by 60. So that would be this, or one of the layer cakes, right? This is a little bit less than a yard of fabric. So if I wanted to make this into a lap quilt, I'd want to add probably about 2.5 yards to turn this into a lap quilt, okay? So I just want to make sure that we're talking about how to put things together. This all by itself could make a super fun table topper, a nice little baby quilt, a fun wall hanging, maybe a couple pillows, a tote bag or 2, okay? But if you want to turn it into a lap quilt, you'll want to add a little bit of fabric to it. All right, just my tip for the day. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. Jennifer loves how we cut our fat quarters. I will pass that on to the team. And Deb, yes, we have minis of the starry. So we have the mini charms of the starry, the charms of the starry, and the jelly rolls. I've been trying to get a few more minis without getting way too many minis. It's kind of a crazy combination. right. Next up, we are going to share the claws for celebration. So, aha, I was trying to figure out where that was. This is our cart. That was why I wasn't seeing it. So we have a cart that Eva's going to help me bring over, and we'll show you some fun fabrics. Patrick Lose designs for a division of Northcott and always has really fun things. So he has always had a little bit more whimsical fabrics that come out. And this collection has some fabrics that are 45 inches wide. And what I like about it is that they really go with a lot of different things. I think we even have some pieces in the sale room from some previous holiday collections that would go really well with this. Some Santa Clauses. So I am going to have Eva start laying these out for you individually underneath the camera, and then we will talk about them a little bit more. So here we go. We have some fun lights. We have candies, and you can just kind of, we'll see how we can go here with the stacking. It's not going to be perfect. All right, so see, I can just put some other great things up. I'm just going to have her put those up, and I'm just going to quick grab that Santa piece from the back as she's grabbing them. So you'll want to let us know which pieces you like the best. If you like the ornaments or the candy. Lots of fun different things you can do with that. And I did find some really fun pieces. We also have a wide back that I'm going to show you in just a minute. But we have some extra pieces. So you put those guys up, and now you're going to put the blue pieces up. All right, so we have our key pieces here. We have our Santa. Oh, this is really cool. I love how he draws. He's just such a great illustrator. So we have the Santa with a little bit of snowflake. We have a tonal. We have these great trees. We'll face them this way. And so he has that sort of retro look here and a stripe that's just fabulous. Okay, so you can see that. Now, before we put these away, I'm going to put out some Jolly Holiday from a previous collection, just so you can see how well his colors go together. So see, doesn't that look great? So this is from the sale room. This is Jolly Holiday, and we have the Santa with the green background and the Santa with the black background. Okay, so that's really nice. But then we also have a couple coordinates that are home for the holidays in the sale room. And this just goes really nice with it as well. Do you see that? Oh, I love it. So we have that one. And I think we have a few more, but this is just what I quick grabbed while I ran away while Eva was showing you some stuff. So she's going to take those off, and then I'm going to show you the two convenience panels that come with the collection. So the convenience panels that come with the collection, oh, the blue with the stars is fun, and the Santa's adorable. Great pillowcases, yes. Okay, so we have here, so this is pretty slick. What do you think? So this is a table runner, okay, pieced table runner, or a cheater table runner on this side. And then on this side, we have two placemats. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So all the work is done for you. All the work is done. And if you had wanted to, you could turn it into a fun little two different tote bags or whatever. But this is intended to be a table topper. and 2 placemats. It's a yard, so our price for the yard is $12.96. And so you just would want to get a yard of background to be able to quilt it up. And then with the extra part of that yard, you honestly would have enough to bind it, but to be safe, you would want to be able to get probably an extra half yard of binding. And then can you grab out of behind on those little baskets there on the bottom there, grab one that's like red. We also have the prepared binding, which could be really, really great. I just want to remind you of that. So we have this prepared binding on the roll, and we sell it by the yard. We have it in a variety of colors, and so this actually says 185 inches of prepared binding, which is why I thought, oh, I should just remind you that we have the Moda bias binding on a roll. So that's super fun. But if you wanted to use like his stripe from the collection, that would be super great. And then I did also want to share, this collection has a wide back. So over the past couple weeks, people have said all of our wide backs are boring. And we do have some fun ones. We got in 3 Deb Strain ones. And then we have this one here, which is the 108 wide. Remember, I always recommend, even if you don't pre-wash the top fabric for your quilt, always pre-wash your wide back, because they do shrink up quite a bit. And I want to make sure that you aren't displeased and surprised after you wash your quilt for the first time, okay? It's printed on different goods. If it were the same goods, our wide backs would cost at least twice as much, okay? So they're great quality products. They just behave differently than our fabrics that we use that are 45 inches wide, okay? All right, so I'm going to have you put this over there in the corner. All right, great. Any questions on that? All right, so what else do we have to share? Well, we have our 3, 2, 1 blast. Oh, I have another panel. I didn't show you the other panel. Got to show you the other panel that comes with this collection. This one here, this is another placemat one. And do you want to hold this side of it? Okay, so let's see. Let's go a little higher. Do we have to come more towards my way? Okay, more towards me. There we go. And there we go. So this is, oh, I have it upside down, but that's okay. So there are 4 different placemats, okay? And you could just quilt them up. You can either just bring this whole piece of fabric to Angie and have her do an all over the whole thing, or you can use this as an opportunity to play and practice just a little bit. You wouldn't have to do anything super complicated on this. I also think this could be super fun to kind of transform these into drawstring bags as being fun little present pouches. Be a green recyclable Christmas. I think that could be fun. And so let's read what the instructions say here. So it says you'll need a yard of backing material for your 4 placemats, and then a yard of fusible fleece, 5/8 of binding. So there you go. Super fun. If you only wanted to make 2 placemats, you could just use what you have between those, face them in order to do that. Once again, that is 1 yard of fabric. So it is, the panel is $12.96 for the panel. Next up, we are going to do a recap of our 3-2-1 blastoff. So with the 3-2-1 blastoff, we finally have in the whole collection. Woot, woot. So I have the whole section of fat quarters that we are going to do, and Eva's already started laying them out. So let's gotta bring them down a little bit. There we go. And we're a little crooked today, so we'll have to align it to our crookedness. I set us up crooked. It's all me. It's all me. But I love this retro look. We are in the process, so this is the piece that we were waiting on that did come in. And we are going to be kitting up the blastoff kit as one of the things we kit off. I have 3 kits that currently are not spoken for that we'll be doing. I don't have a price point for that one quite yet, but I know that a few of you were super excited to do it, and that is the super fun rocket ship here. So you have the and they're pieced rockets, and this is a strip piece with that, what would we call it, the smoke that comes out of the engine, something, smoke entrails, something. All right, so that's super fun, and this is the background, and I love this print. I think this is so fabulous with all the different constellations. I don't know if it's all accurate or if there's been some artistic license taken, but that one's super fun. So that is 321 Blastoff, and we have some additional patterns as well that came with the collection that are coming in. That panel is super fun, and while this is up there, I'm just gonna leave that as our pretty backdrop. So I'm super excited. This panel here that makes the backpack and little astronaut stuffy is super, super cute. So that is our panel that goes with the collection. And then other collections or other things that we have our star stacked. That is a really fun, easy pattern. We have this one here, which is the beep, beep. And so this is one that will also be kitting for you if you like. And then we have robots in space. This one is super slick because you're using that, the block squares panel for this, where you're just cutting it up and adding it in. So that's super cool. And then I think I have one more inspiration for you here. Oh, and this is the jelly squares. This pattern I think is coming tomorrow. So that's super fun. This is 2.5 inch mini charm pack, layer cake friendly. And, you know, I could also see if you had wanted to, that you could, you know, sub out some of the panel squares in this if you had wanted to, like, make it bigger or something like that. So super fun. Lots of fun and inspiration. All right. So what do you think? What has been your favorite so far? Have you seen a lot of good stuff today? Ooh, exhaust. Thank you, Sherry. I didn't have the comments up. Exhaust. All right. You know, sometimes words escape me. I haven't had that much coffee today, so I need a little bit more coffee, but it's a little late for coffee. I still have, oh, this much left of an iced coffee over there, so you never know. You never know the words that are going to come out today. So this is exciting. So I was talking about Andover. We're talking about our Charm Pack giveaway today, right? So remember that just for likes and comments and shares, someone's randomly going to get drawn tomorrow morning to win this Tradition Charm Pack. And then 2 lucky orders are going to have a Charm Pack included. So we have some Century Solids here and the Laundry Basket Palette. And then we have Nitty Gritty, which is a basic collection here. And that is Jordan Fabrics collection. So super fun. Thanks to our friends at Andover for sharing those. So I didn't share with you, and I haven't posted to social media yet, but Eva helped unload a pallet of fabric yesterday. Yes, a pallet. A pallet came in the rain. And for those of you that know our building, know we are not necessarily equipped to get a pallet at the store. So it was so fun and so exciting. when the FedEx Freight came by and dropped off our pallet, and he brought it as close to our back door as he possibly could, and we quickly brought it in. Frank helped do all the heavy lifting, and then we were unboxing and doing different things, and all of these are online right now. And so what am I talking about? Well, we have this giant new addition to the sale room right now. So we got in 150 new prints for the sale room just for you. So we thought we would pick out some of our favorites to show you. And if you go to the sales section on our website, I'll just quick grab that link for you. I believe they pop up first. Well, the bundle of the week pops up first, but this is pretty exciting. And so that is the sale collections. Let's see here. So, and I see a few comments. We're going to circle back to the comments in just a second. So we got, and we'll start with some fun kid fabric. So I'm going to go overhead, and we've had some in the jungle before, but we found some new prints that we've never had before. And so there's some flamingos and elephants and zebras and lions. And so there's a little bit of fun bright pink to it. And then here are some fun pink elephants. We've had its friend in blue and green, but we've never had it in pink. And then there's also some fun stripes that go with that. Super fun. Switching gears, we have the a Hello Spring line, which had those had a lot of the different components of our bundle of the week. So that's really fun. That was a great inspiration. So things that go together. And one of the things that Andover is known for are really their traditionals. They do a really, really great job. And so we got in 2 Halloween collections, but that could just be traditional. I'm going to get these out of the way. So we got Nevermore and then Witchy Couture. And so we just brought 2 of these because these aren't super Halloween-y. So we thought that, you know, you could see that this nice cream on black could work for other primitives as well. This one is Nevermore. So we were able to snag a whole case pack of Nevermore and a whole case pack of Witchy Couture, and that's by Renee Nanaman is Witchy Couture. This is espresso, so we got a nice selection, I think 11 pieces of espresso, and then a handful of latte, which are just cream on creams. Really, really nice. Then we got some Phosphor Electric, which is super bright neon tonal, super fun. And I'm going to take the wrapping off of this. Ooh, ooh. So we got Whiskers by Macauer, UK. Fun prints with that. There is a coordinate with some stripes on here, and this stripe is super fun. This would make such a great binding, don't you think? Such a great binding. And then this one here for all my cat friends. I know that we have dog friends that are waiting for dog fabrics, and I'm trying to get some. In the interim, we have lots of cat fabric, and these little outlines are super, super cute. So I love this one. And I mean, there's just so many fabrics. I can't pull them all out, but I invite you to come and check it out. And while we were doing that, we actually decided, you know what, we needed to pull a few more things. And you know, if you've been in the store, maybe you've seen that one rack was still kind of filled with some quilts, and then there were some chairs in it and some whatever. Well, that's all gone. It's all just fabric. So that room has entirely returned to being just great fabric for you. We put back Hey Boo. That was a Halloween collection from last year. We put back some really great Patroclus winter flannels. That was really fun. And a few other interesting things. And we'll just be continuing to add to that, either from what we've added through getting here, or from things that we just need a little bit more room in the store. we're also waiting on probably about 10 more Christmas pieces that are going to be going just straight back to the sale room. So now I'm going to take a peek on the comments because I see that we have a ton of different comments that came through. All right. So we have Jennifer wants to know what Deb strain widebacks do we have? And we have, Eva's going to help me in just a second. We're going to look at these go with the Winter Friends collection. We have 3 different widebacks with snowflakes. So she's going to give me one at a time, and then I will show you the red and the black ones that are right there. So we have these really pretty ones. So you can see here, this is a little bit of a cream. It's a little bit more cream than what it's appearing on screen, and then darker cream, and then a light white. And then we have a black. And so this is like a charcoal with a dark black background and then the white snowflake. And then we also have it in the red. So these would work really well with your winter quilts. This would work really well with your Christmas quilts. This would also work really great with a badger quilt. So if you just wanted to do badger quilt and have it be a winter badger quilt or a cabin themed, you know, with the black and red buffalo check, this would go really, really great. So these are the 3 Deb strain widebacks that I have. I also have, just looking over at the selection, we have a couple Tula ones, a few Tim Holtz ones, and then we have the big giant strawberries. But besides that, we've been focusing on mostly the tonals for our widebacks. All right, next up, Nantucket Summer. When is it coming? Good question. It is shipping this week. We haven't gotten our packing slip yet, but we're going to need like a pallet for that because we have so much Nantucket Summer coming. I'm not sure of the order. I know that we have the tins that come along with it. We also have pre-cuts. We have the yardage. We have all sorts of really amazing stuff. And I cannot wait to be able to share that with all of you. I know that there's a few of you that have pre-orders waiting on that. So we'll make sure to get those out as soon as they come in. But we are super excited to be able to have all of that fabric because it's so summery and cheery. So that's a white, navy, with a titch of green and a titch of lighter blue. So super pretty. Yes, Amy, we got 150 fabrics. It's really fun. And thank you so much for saying that that the Andover does come up first under the sale if you go through that way. So super fun. And the cat fabric. So that cat fabric is, where did we put that? Did I sneak it away? It's right here. So the cat fabric is called Whiskers. So it is called Whiskers by Makower, M-A-K-O-W-E-R. Then, yes, those stripes are really fun. Thanks, Mary, for tuning in. And yes, so I did want to share, and so thank you so much for Cynthia for saying that. So we know for a couple, your places where you shop from are changing, and we appreciate that you do come and support our business. We want to make sure that we started this a few months ago. It's worked really well, and so we're just expanding it where if we have a buying opportunity for back there, we want to be able to create that opportunity for you. We know that for backs, for additions, sometimes even for like novelty fabrics, it's hard to always spend a lot. We want to have good quality fabrics, but we want to have affordable fabrics as well. So the latest and greatest, you know, in the trendy, that's always going to have premium price. But we want to make sure that we can have a nice selection when possible for you of first quality, more budget friendly items to be able to add to or be your entire project. All right, so, and then, one last question was, what is the quilt that I had behind me? And that is the Fleur kit. So the Fleur kit is in, we have that listed in our show page. And for those of you that have tuned in along the way, we have a show page for every show that we've been doing. And I'm just going to give you a link for that. It's always under new and featured. And then over on the right side under Must Sew TV, we have the programs for the month. So I'm going to share with you. So we have the collections of what's new come in, and then any random things that I'm showing you. So I didn't show you too much random today. I had our bundle of the week as well as the quilt kit today. Sometimes I have a lot of random to show you. So, whew, lots of fun stuff today. So, does anyone have any questions for us while we are still here tonight? We'll take these away so that we can just do a quick recap of our collections that we had. All right, so as a quick recap here, we had our fun bundle of the week. Ooh, ah, oh. So this is a pastel low volume, and there are no critters. So there's one flower, okay? And then there's just great texture on here. And then most everything is limited in palette. This one here has the little sprinkles on that that's multicolored, so that's super pretty. Then we had the Hugs and Kisses flannel grouping. Ooh, ah, yummy. So these are great together, or you could combine them with a fun print. Then we have the Starry 2025, which has both the new mini starries as well as the regular starry here. Super, super fun. I also love like that little nod to Wicked, and this might be my personal favorite, which is the color that's called Witchy. We finally have the entire collection of 321 Blastoff here. So that is really fun. We have yardage, pre-cuts, bundles, and we are going to be working on our kits. First kit that will be up will be the Blastoff kit, and we will have 3 kits that are available. We showed you the Fleur kit, which was what was behind us, and we also showed you that really fun Patrick Lose Christmas fabric called Claws for Celebration. We hadn't made up any packs because I think there's only 11 that are this color. So let me know if you think it'd be fun for me to create a pack for that. Otherwise, we'll see what projects we make up to be able to have bundles of those as they are available. And lastly, we have our amazing assortment of new sale fabric. Whew. So all likes, comments, and shares are eligible to win the Traditions Charm Pack that we'll be awarding tomorrow morning. And then one lucky order that will be put in before midnight tonight will 2 people will receive charm packs. There's one that's a beautiful color wheel, and then this other one is a great solid color palette as well, featuring the laundry basket muted solids. Tonight is also the last night that you can receive 20% off our patriotic collection of your favorite red, white, and blues. So thank you so very much. Oh, and Deb just has one more question of, was there a 321 Blastoff in a mini charm? I don't believe so. I think we just got the regular charms of that one. If there is a mini charm, I will post it to you after the show. Thanks so much for asking. Mary wants to know, do we have any Wisconsin Badger fabric? I don't right now. I am going to see if I am able to get some, because just as shopping channels have changed for you, some of our smaller or more specific fabric vendors have also been changing some of the ways that they operate. So I will see if I can get my hands on some licensed sporting fabric, including the Badger's fabric. And I am so, oh yes, and last but not least, Pat wants to know. So thanks, Patty, for asking. I had even a caption all set up that my favorite color is Moda. We are doing our demos on Wednesday. So Wednesday, August 6th from 10 to 7. Make sure to give us a little half-hour breathing room there on Wednesday. Don't come in at 9:30 looking for a demo. So our demos will be from 10 to 7, and we will be here late on the first Wednesday of the month. If you have no idea what we're talking about, just stop on in, come and check it out. We'll be doing another fun block and showing you some great inspiration for that. So I want to thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules to spend time with us. Thank you for giving such a warm welcome to Eva, and we look forward to seeing you in future shows. Yay! So everyone, you have a great week. Happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.